Hello guys, welcome back to our anime shorts. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Soul Land based on novel. So let's start. Light and shadow flickered as she disappeared into thin air, at the same time also bringing along the sea god trident stabbed into the ground. Kilometers in an instant, wherever her divine sense reached she reached. Qianrenxue basically wasn't even flying. To be precise, it should be called constant teleportation. It was fast, even a bit faster than releasing her divine sense. In her mind there was basically no obstacles. And her divine sense had enveloped the Star-Do Great Forest for a day. No matter what level the spirit beast, they all trembled in hibernation, not even daring to breathe. Naturally even fewer would dare disturb her. She saw her target. But, strangely, Tang San was standing in place waiting for her, as if he had already anticipated everything, and basically without thoughts of running. He was even smiling faintly, elegant and relaxed. Golden light flashed as Qianrenxue came to a halt 10 meters away from Tang San. Staring at him, she frowned slightly. "Can you tell me what gives you confidence? You don't look like a stray dog. You think I'm a stray dog?" Tang San retorted. Qianrenxue smiled slightly. "Of course, not. You're the most outstanding man I've ever met, besides my grandfather. You might surpass my grandfather one day. I only find it strange that you would stop hiding. As long as you didn't leave the forest, it would have been very difficult for me to find you. You should be proud that you could hide from a god. I thought this cat and mouse game would go on for a long time. In my impression, you're not an impatient person." Tang San smiled slightly. "Miss Qianrenshue's praise is misplaces. I only came out to make a bet with Miss." Qianrenxue raised the hand holding the sea god trident. "Your divine instrument really is heavy." Her bantering expression was telling him, "Even the weapon that's the only thing you can rely on is already in my hand. How are you qualified to raise conditions?" Tang San glanced at the dark sea god trident, inwardly sighing. "Old partner. I've put you through a lot. That's right, you can catch me now. I'm not your opponent." "What, you changed your mind so soon?" Her eyes revealed a faint disappointment. Tang San calmly said, "Death is light as a feather, and heavy as a mountain. Even if I die, I still want it to be worth something. No. You can choose to capture me, to kill me, or to bet with me. If you win, then I swear to submit to you. If you win, I only want 3 days head start." Qianrenxue of course understood that Tang San wasn't someone who shot without a target, but what Tang San said had touched her heart. If she caught him now, she really could only have his body, and not his heart. Even if Tang San didn't know why Qianrenxue did everything she did before, when he came out after a day of serious analysis, he naturally had enormous confidence in getting Qianrenxue to agree to the bet. Tang San said, "My bet is very simple. You and I fight without using divine tools. The time limit is 1 stick of incense." Tang San had also perfectly understood Qianrenshue's mind. He was exploiting the inertia of her belief that it was impossible for her to lose in a fight. How would he make a bet with his life on the line? "You only need to answer whether you agree to the bet or not." Tang San's voice suddenly turned calm. Qianrenxue toyed with the sea god trident. "We can bet. Only, I still can't give you this sea god trident. Just in case you win, what if you don't agree to submit when I catch you in 3 days? I don't want your corpse. That's why it's better if this stays with me. I'll naturally return it once you swear an oath of loyalty to me." Tang San's judgment was very correct, and events were progressing in the direction he wanted. But Qianrenxue wasn't an idiot either. She was equally intelligent, and she vaguely felt that Tang San had something to rely on for this bet. She wouldn't easily agree to return the sea god trident to him. Looking deeply at his sea god trident, Tang San continued, "Fine. The day will come when I take back my sea god trident from you with my own hands." Boom! Golden blue light burst from Tang San like flames. At the same time he pulled out a stick of incense, kneading it in his hand. Qianrenxue casually stabbed the sea god trident into the ground next to her. This time, she wasn't careless like last time. Amidst blossoming golden light, she released her seraphim spirit. 6 glittering golden wings unfolded behind her, earth-shattering pressure making it difficult for Tang San to even breathe, and even more terrifying comprehensive suppression making people feel unable to resist. Rising around Tang San was naturally the blue-silver Emperor's 9 spirit rings. These 9 spirit rings had to be called dazzling, black, 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 red, black, red, 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 5 spirit rings over 50,000 years, 400,000-year spirit rings. There probably wasn't any current title Dolaor that could possess a more overbearing spirit ring set than Tang San. However, in terms of brilliance, Tang San's spirit rings by far couldn't compare to Qian Renxue. Spirit rings equally appeared around her, black, 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 red, 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 9 spirit rings neatly appeared in order. The first 7 spirit rings were different from when Tang San saw her in the past. It was clearly impossible for her to pour her spirit rings into someone else, and then replenish them with 2 more 100,000-year spirit beast rings like Tang San regaining all spirit rings. The changes in color of her spirit rings should be due to becoming God. But even having completed her ascendance to God, Qian Renxue was still one step short of Tang San. When comparing these 9 spirit rings against each other, she had one less 100,000-year spirit ring than Tang San. This showed what kind of genius Tang San was, and he still had one against a god in some ways. Unfortunately, Qian Renshue's 9 spirit rings were no longer 9 ordinary spirit rings. Those 9 rings all had a hazy golden brilliance, like they were wrapped in gold leaf. Even though their original color could be seen, they were way more dazzling. Tang San understood that this was a characteristic of spirit abilities, becoming divine, and nourished by divine strength. Each of Qian Renshue's spirit abilities possessed the presence of divinity and a portion of its power. After those 9 spirit rings, he also saw a 10th spirit ring around Qian Renxue. Indeed, a 10th spirit ring. It was a fully golden spirit ring, looking like it was woven from layers of golden angel feathers. It didn't stand side by side with the 9 previous spirit rings. Very large, more than 3 meters in diameter, and after it appeared, it surrounded both Qian Renxue and her 6 wings like a halo in the background. But, Tang San also saw that this spirit ring was both like a spirit master's spirit ring, and yet completely different. Spirit master cultivation was 10 ranks to a level, and every 10 ranks one had to obtain a spirit ring to increase one's spirit power, reaching a new height, and entering the next level. Tang San, when I saw you release your blue-silver grass spirit yesterday, I found it very strange that you could possess too many high-level spirit rings. You haven't become God, so I don't understand how you accomplished it. Your second spirit could be said to have ways to gain higher-level spirit rings, but this blue-silver grass is clearly your first spirit, the spirit you've always been using. So how did you do it? Tang San looked at Qian Renxue layer after layer of golden blue light constantly expanding from his body. Even under the enormous pressure of the god level, he didn't retreat in the slightest. Qian Renxue smiled faintly, not looking at that stick of incense. Tang San said, I don't mind. To save Xiao Wu after she sacrificed herself for me, I reconstituted and returned the spirit ring and spirit bone she gave me, and also poured in most of my spirit rings, and then successfully helped her resurrect. So I naturally retrieved the spirit rings I lost. Of course, I wouldn't add them identical to before, so I did my best to find higher level spirit rings that fit me. Thus the present result. Sacrificed spirit beasts can be resurrected too. Qian Renxue was shocked, looking incredulously at Tang San. You really are an expert at creating miracles. It wasn't that I'm good at creating miracles, this was all forced by your spirit hall. Your spirit hall made Xiao Wu sacrifice herself to save me. Xiao Wu is my lover, and adding the hatred of my parents, the hatred of my teacher, the differences between me and your spirit hall have long since become irreconcilable. Qian Renxue sighed. Tang San laughed out loud. I never thought about taking your attacks, but rather to have you take my attacks. Be careful. Boom boom boom, the golden, blue brilliance instantly soared, and Tang San's 9 spirit rings instantly all brightened. The original black and red colors suddenly disappeared completely, with only resplendent golden blue remaining. What kind of ability is this? Is it another of your created spirit abilities? Qian Rinxue was in no rush to attack. Observing the changes in Tang San, she was very curious. She had at least never seen a spirit master that could change the color of his spirit rings according to their spirit, even she couldn't do it before becoming God, and had never even thought about it. Violent golden blue flames washed Tang San's body, and without any spirit abilities Tang San shot towards Qian Rinxue like an arrow. Qian Rinxue of course wouldn't retreat. The wings on her back moved, and the next moment she appeared in front of Tang San. Her divine sense could clearly feel Tang San's weakest points, and her sudden movement was just before Tang San had built speed, and his momentum still wasn't at its peak. How was it possible? Qian Rinxue's eyes opened wide. She didn't understand how Tang San did it. In fact, right now Tang San hadn't released the blue-silver domain, but he still operated the energy of all the blue-silver grass in the entire Star-Do Great Forest. This should basically be the abilities of the god level, and moreover those gods inclined towards nature. However, Qian Rinxue soon discovered that even though Tang San wasn't hurt, when he was flung back, by releasing his spirit power externally, what was this? Qian Rinxue studied Tang San, shocked, but Tang San only flew back a dozen meters before stopping. At this moment his eyes had turned completely golden, blue, glittering with that wild flame. Qian Rinxue frowned. This time, she didn't rush in first. Golden light instantly erupted, turning into soaring golden flame, surging divine presence breaking free of her. The enormous golden flame twisted the air with frail shrieking sounds. Stretching out both hands, one hand dashing at Tang San's fist, the other directly grabbing at Tang San's shoulder fast as lightning, hazy golden light practically instantly enveloped Tang San completely, and also enveloped the golden blue flame he released. After being blocked by Tang San a few times, Qian Rinxue finally directly released her god-level power. Tang San shouted, and with an angry howl filled with frightful power, the golden blue whirlpool in his hands exploded practically at the same time as his second spirit ring. Incomparable explosive force made that golden blue light almost instantly turn golden. And Tang San's hands now also ran into Qian Rinxue's hands. Tang San's left hand produced a strangely large attractive force, while his right hand produced an enormous pushing force. One pulling and one pushing, caught off guard, Qian Rinxue felt herself leaning over, the majority of her attack power actually released to the side. Only a small portion struck Tang San. The two crisscrossed, sharing the same position for an instant. God-level strength. Qian Rinxue's face was now serious. Over two exchanges, she had become distinctly certain that Tang San was now using some special method to rouse his potential. Qian Rinxue's expression firmed, the pride in her heart wouldn't let her. Even if she knew that Tang San wasn't using spirit abilities now, because he basically couldn't, she still didn't use her own spirit abilities. She would use the most direct way to fairly defeat Tang San, to conquer him. Tang San moved again. This time he became even more illusory, just like a ghost with countless after-images, dashing towards Qian Rinxue as if from all directions at once. Qian Rinxue gave a cold snort. Can a grain of rice be brilliant? Too, the 6 wings on her back flapped simultaneously, incomparable golden flame instantly enveloping her body completely like she was a golden star. Disregarding all of Tang San's shadows, her right fist struck straight towards Tang San's original body, as sensed by her divine senses. One gold, one golden blue, 2 figures like a shooting star chasing the moon. Tang San had no intention of dodging now either. Both hands collided, the golden blue flame completely condensed on his fists, the 8 spider lances breaking out from his back due to the force of the collision, all his energy condensed on this moment. Boom 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 boom. Qian Rinxue's attack amply displayed the unstoppable force of the god level. Truly furious, she knocked Tang San flying and also injured him at the same time. Tang San's third spirit ring also shattered. But Qian Rinxue still felt that, even though Tang San was injured, his injuries weren't too serious. With a praising hum, Qian Rinxue examined herself. If they compared transforming and redirecting force, she might not be equal to Tang San. If he was as strong as she was, perhaps Shen wouldn't be his opponent. It was also just because of this that killing intent flashed in Qian Rinxue's eyes. If such a man couldn't be controlled, then even if he was the largest flaw in her heart, she still definitely had to kill him. Otherwise, just in case he became God in the future, he would be bound to be the greatest threat to the Spirit Empire, and might even destroy it. This video will end here. Thank you for watching.